when we first were asked to play here, we just felt, yes, this is something we should do. And we were just checking our schedules and so on. It happens that we were coming back from a US tour, and Mexico and Canada, and we just came back to Norway, and all we basically had time to do was to take a shower, change our underwear, and fly back here. We've never been here before, so we didn't know what to expect tonight, and I think we played with a crowd who was up for it, but needed a little bit of extra energy, and we felt energetic tonight, and that's how it is with us when we play live. I believe that what we're trying to do is basically we are trying to have fun on stage, and hopefully the audience can see that, and when we see that someone in the audience are having a good time, it makes us having an even better time, so it goes a bit back and forth like that. That's always been our philosophy, to come on stage and have a party, have a good time, and that's exactly what we did tonight.
I want to know how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? Like music-wise, like how did you get inspired to do what you do?
That's a big question, and it's a common question. I must admit, we are asked that question many times when we travel, and people we are interviewed. What inspires you? And it's a tough question for us because we don't even know sometimes. It could be so simple, so little, like a shift in the mood, in the unexpected place. Like you expect someone to come up to you with a happy face, but they're crying. Stuff like that. It's not as if there is a source for us, like a well. It's not like we can go to an inspiration well and just a new bucket of inspiration. It's quite the opposite. Sometimes we are drained and exhausted, and we've been traveling and we have nothing. It's just gotta come from life, I guess. Basically, all over.
How did you like this Chillout festival? Like, how did you like the crowd? And, you know, how did you like the way they felt your performance? Because I saw you on stage and I see how amazing you were, but how did you like it?
Well, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I think a Chillout festival, we've played to be at a few Chillout festivals which has the name Chillout in it. And I don't think that any artists really care about the fact that it's chill out. And to be honest, we don't care about that either. We just do our thing. But it happens to be that our current live set does have a few elements which could be considered chill out. I don't really know what that means, but we have a few elements, a few songs which are thoughtful and with a slow BPM, and it works. But the idea of a Chillout festival is never going to work, because you will never find a crowd of 2,000 people or whatever that's going to sit there and just, as soon as people start playing banging music, they'll go turn it down. I'm trying to chill. That's not gonna happen. People are always up for it, especially this time of hour. If they're still awake, they are going to be up for it. So the idea of a Chillout festival, I think it's something that could work if there was an age limit. If only people of above the age of 65 years were admitted, then you could have a real Chillout festival. But for youth, you know, energetic people, it's not gonna happen. What I could say is that we have never had any formal training in engineering. Sometimes we wish we do, because it takes longer time if you don't have a formal training. So go you guys, basically, because formal training would allow you to be more effective in your work. And when it comes to mixing and doing the right thing, when we started out making music, and I'm going to sound a bit old when I'm saying this, is before you had the oscilloscope. I don't know if people still use that word. It's a word from the 50s. My dad used to work in a laboratorium, and he knows the oscilloscope. It's basically the graphic waveform. Before you had the graphic waveform, you had to use your ears more, and people now use. I've seen other people who are professionally educated, and they end up using a lot of the latest nowadays. I guess it's all about the waves plug-in, the linear interpolarization, and what have you. Things that make stuff loud and takes out some of the mid-range or whatever. And I think it's maybe people should not look so much at the screen. It goes for ourselves as well, and just start listening more, because when we did it in the beginning, all we had was a sampler, no display or anything. Beautiful. Just, you know, zeros and little names. Old school, and you had a mixer, of course. You could see the meters on the mixer, and it still sounds good today. So I don't think it's necessary to rely so much on technology, unless you are trying to make music that's formatted for radio or something.